Hi, Cancer. This is going to be your reading for the end of June 2021 and the full moon in Capricorn energy. See what it's bringing in for you guys. It's good for Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Cancer. However, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. If it doesn't resonate, try watching any other part of your natal chart on this channel. You could find the messages you need there instead. If you want to book a private reading with me, Cancer, the link to my website is down in the description below this video. And if you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma Chandra Cancer. This is a general forecast. I do not specifically do love readings on the new and full moon. I do not cater to cross watchers either. So if you're a cross watcher, this is not at all for you and you're probably going to be bored. This is just for the Cancerians that are in this channel, but I could be picking up on the energy around you, Cancer. If these cards don't seem like they're you, they could be about a person in your energy, okay? And what you need to know about them. I used a lot of oracle cards for you and a pretty detailed Celtic cross. Your overall totems for the end of June are rabbit and turtle, but both in reverse. Cancer, I think you guys are feeling a little stuck and a little afraid right now. When rabbit comes in reverse, you might be feeling some anxiety. You might be very worried that a person around you might be coming for you in some way. You might feel like there are people or energies around you that you need to protect yourselves from. With turtle in reverse, you want to move towards something quickly, but you might feel like you're stuck in some way. So I feel like you guys are feeling a little stuck and afraid right now. I see a potential relationship coming in for you too, but you seem to be healing from something and getting over something, and there is something new coming in for you, but you're dealing with some karma. You have a major choice to make. Some of you are recovering from something difficult or painful, and you're just sort of coming out of that, trying to move forward. And before you can let love into your heart again, you feel like you need to get past this scared, skittish feeling and feeling kind of stuck. There may also be someone in your energy that's oversexed in some way, like they're preoccupied with sexuality or sexual relationship, and someone might want to rush when they need to go slow. Yeah. So the first card out of the Life Coaching Oracle deck for you is 12. Surrender. Release and surrender all control and just let nature take its course. Also out of the fundamentals of astrology for you, I feel like this correlated with it. Cardinal. You're going to make it after all. Embrace change and new beginnings. It's up to you to manifest your dreams. So there's something you need to surrender to, Cancer, and let go of, and embrace change, knowing that you are going to make it after all. You're going to be okay. Once you're ready to manifest your dream, go for it. But take your time. I think you're healing from something because Tiger's Eye came out. Overcome your fears. There is something you're afraid of. I think you're afraid that you're not going to make it after all. You also might be afraid to let go of control of something and just let nature take its course because something hasn't worked out in the past, perhaps. Yeah, education came out for you as well. 48. Education is an important part of your soul's development at this time. Some of you are in school or thinking about going to school. This could be for one of your kids as well. Your guides are saying, despite all you're going through, consider your education. So for those of you that are in an education process, maybe you had to stop that. Maybe you're thinking about going back to school. This is a pretty specific message. If you've been thinking about that, here's your sign. It could also be a child or a family member because family ties came out as well. Celebratory energy surrounds you and your family. So plan a special get-together or reunion. Some of you are thinking about a get-together or a reunion with family, but you seem... I can't tell if you guys are haunted by the past or you want to reconnect to it, but there are people around you. It doesn't necessarily have to be biological family. There is a celebratory energy that surrounds you. This could also be planning for a graduation party as well with education and family ties. Phantom Quartz came out, embrace change. So already I can see here with overcome your fears and embrace change. Let me move to the next Crystal Inspiration Oracle deck for you as well. Fresh start, find peace within. You guys are really meant to know that you're gonna make it after all. You just need a fresh start. You need to find your peace within and embrace change. You'll need to overcome your fears and believe that you can make it. Also have unwavering faith. You are being asked to have faith in the unseen. So You are in a time of confusion. You're just being asked to have faith and believe that you can make it through something difficult at the end of the month. Venus retrograde came out as well. This is up for review. Reevaluate your relationships, both personal and professional. Re-envision works of art. So for any of my artists in particular, now might be a time to rework a poem, a song, a painting. It could also be time to reevaluate your professional life. You may be up for a review at work. You may need to reevaluate a relationship. Some of you feel like you can't really make it in a specific relationship at this time. Also, the answer to one of your questions may involve a child or someone else's child around you. Yeah, they want you to ask yourself 2 questions right now as well, Cancer. What do I resist feeling right now, and what if it was easy? All the oracle cards show me that there's something that you're somewhat afraid of and that you're resistant. What are you resisting feeling right now? We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some of us are soft, and some of them are fierce. Some are layered. Some will sweep you off your feet. When you allow yourself to feel it all, you can release what no longer serves you. You need to release something that no longer serves you, but you may be resisting feeling about this situation entirely. Your guides are saying this might be easier than you think it is. You might just think it's difficult. It doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, the angels, and all their powers. Find the solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? It's time to expect ease. Call in grace and receive guidance. You are supported. There is something that you're trying to work through, I think, at the end of the month, Cancer, that you believe is hard. What if it could be easy? And what do you need to make it easier? Probably support. List 10 possible ideals for your soul's current calling. Lean into ease. It's here. You just have to say yes to it. So don't move towards things that are difficult. Move towards things that are easy. Yeah, if it's hard, it's not for you. If it's easy, it's more in alignment with your soul. But there is something that you need to release, for sure. Looks like there's something heavy going on in relationship possibly for you. Between you and another person, someone around you is avoiding you, and they're doing a lot of self-reflection around you, about you. And you, Cancer, you have unspoken words with this person, and you're apprehensive. You have regrets. You're disappointed. You don't know what to say. You're also very apprehensive with them. More of that rabbit energy. I think it's a person you don't know what to say to. I don't think either of you know what to say to each other with avoiding and mirror. This person's just pushing you away and thinking a lot about the relationship, and you have a lot that you wish you could say, but you cannot at this time. And that's further mirrored in the tarot, because I have the 6 of Cups at the center of everything. Memories, sweet memories, fond memories, but also perhaps a bittersweetness. So recalling the past quite a bit. The challenge is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. These 2 cards together tell me you're thinking about the past quite a bit and doing some reevaluation. You might be picking something apart about the past and trying to put it back together. The Page of Pentacles in reverse for me is kind of a back to the drawing board energy. There's a procrastination here. No one's going to move forward and communicate or develop this further. But I see that you're recalling the past and learning from failure at the end of the month. Not communicating. There might be someone around you that's procrastinating communicating with you, or vice versa. But what's driving you is the Moon in reverse to the Fool, Pisces energy here. So I feel as though you are coming out of a time of confusion. You're finally seeing something for what it really is. And I also think that whatever that is that confused you and made you feel like you were walking around veiled and hidden in moonlight, that's starting to get better for you, and you're really trying to put it behind you with the Aries energy of the Fool, which is good. Trying to be more authentic. I feel as though a lot of you are getting in touch with your inner child and psychoanalyzing what happened in the past at the beginning of something, perhaps at the beginning of a relationship. And I think with the Moon in reverse, you're starting to see it for what it really is. Some of you are on the mend from something and trying to move forward and be more your true selves. Recent past and deep within, the 4 of Swords in reverse to the 5 of Cups. So you are recovering from something slowly but surely here. I see that you really want a fresh take with the Fool, but there are still some regrets that you're going to work through on the full moon. Allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, work through any sadness or loss and shame. This could also be the ending of a relationship or a death of a loved one. And it's hard for you or a person around you to get over, and that might have affected the relationship. What you're thinking about all the time is the Lovers in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. Some of you might be breaking up with a person, or you're thinking there's a situation with a specific person that I think or thought could have been a perfect match for me, but now you're not so sure. The universe might be saying to you, don't give up your choices, face any paranoia you might have about another person making you an option. Consider that you're not having constructive communication with this person. There is a lack of trust. They want you to focus more on self-love and what you consider total value alignment in a relationship. This looks like it could be a breakup, or perhaps you're thinking, I can't connect with this person. They're just not my perfect match. We line up in some ways, but not in all ways. There could have been a Gemini involved, because I also have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Someone's having a hard time being honest, coming up with a good strategy. You could have just rejected an air sign, a Gemini or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in particular. Your actions at the end of the month are the Four of Cups and the High Priestess in reverse. With the High Priestess and the Hermit here, I feel like you need a lot of alone time right now to figure out what you're feeling. I see that you guys are in the emotional reevaluation station. Some of you just ghosted a person, or maybe they ghosted you. It's because someone needs a little bit more than alone time. The High Priestess in reverse for me is mommy needs a minute. I'm not sure what my intuition is telling me. I'm not sure how I really feel about something. I don't know if I want this cup. So either you or someone you're trying to connect with might be doing this to you. Also, someone could have been promiscuous with the High Priestess in reverse. And that makes you realize this person isn't right for you. But I think for right now, sometimes we have to think about it. Other times we have to feel about it. I think this is something you don't think you want. It could have been something from the past that you're thinking about, because the way you see yourself is Justice in the Three of Swords, Libra energy here. My goodness, Cancer. Be careful that you're not punishing or judging yourself too harshly right now. I see that you guys are going through some heartbreak, maybe even some illness with the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords. Heartbreak and some sadness and some emotional reevaluation here is causing you to question your intuition, psychoanalyze something. You may be realizing you were foolish in a situation in the past, and now you're feeling like you're getting some consequences in some way. Justice is not a punishment. It's just a moment where we have to sit with the truth and sit with karma and honesty and fairness. Something may happen in a court of law. You may feel like you need to deliver some consequences to someone else as well for the heartbreak they've caused you. But you see yourself as Justice, delivering justice and perhaps receiving it. Allow yourself to see the truth and work through your feelings here. Absolutely. So that you can get your High Priestess energy into the upright where you trust your intuition again. Hidden factors that you're not aware of, the Knight of Swords and Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius energy. Someone around you has like racing thoughts. They might rush right at you if they had the chance, but they run hot and cold about what they really want. 1 minute they feel one way, 1 minute they feel another way. It's not balanced. It's not a soulmate connection at this point. You could have raced away from them because the energy was imbalanced. You did not feel divinely guided towards it. It was excessive. And you may feel, as some of you, this is a health issue, and you're realizing you might be getting a little bit of justice for not living a more balanced life in some way. If that's the case, I know that you want to leave that behind with the Fool. And it's making you really think about what's right for you and what's not, and whom and what you emotionally connect to. I see a lot of reevaluation happening for you. That's why I say don't be too hard on yourself right now. The High Priestess, Justice, the Fool, the Hermit, those are all major arcana cards, and Temperance. You're learning a lot of lessons all at once. Yeah, the Lovers too. Value alignment, what's peaceful, in your life? How can you bring things into balance? How can you be fair and honest and accountable? How can you be your true self and leave the past behind, as opposed to just being a fool, not living in the moonlight anymore? Yeah. The way you're going to be feeling at the end of the month is the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Hermit. Knocked out of a fantasy land and doing a lot of productive self-reflection. I was like, whoa, what the hell happened here? What the hell happened? Here's the good news, Cancer. The Hermit is in the upright. I really like that the Hermit's in the upright for how you're feeling, because this is where, when I get the Moon and the Seven of Cups in reverse, these are cards of delusion, illusion, and fantasy at times. Hidden potential and lots of opportunities, but they can get out of hand really quickly. When these two cards flip into the reverse, we suddenly have to see something for what it really is. And that really makes us think. And sometimes it makes us feel like the universe is sticking it to us. And that can hurt. But whatever this was about, I think it had to do with a person that you had tunnel vision with, or they had tunnel vision with you, and there was a lack of commitment. There might have been harsh words, harsh actions, racing thoughts. The good news is, I think you're really aware of all that, and you're going to process this. The Hermit takes everything that's happened in their life, turns it into knowledge that he can transmute into wisdom. And I think you're going to be searching your soul during the full moon and thinking about what you've committed to and why. Definitely that back to the drawing board energy. And it will regard the past and things that you regret, but it will help you make better decisions in partners moving forward. Some of you are going to break up with a person, or this could even be a job interview or something where you're like, I'm not sure this is my perfect fit. And value alignment is something I'm thinking about. I think you just need to trust your own intuition. You're very intuitive people. We're ending on the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Well, something could be a wish come true, but right now I think it's just not. You're trying to focus on inner happiness and being content and satisfied with what you have versus an indulgence of any kind. We don't want to just indulge in the moment. And I think you're aware of that. And for now, you're going to keep your cup of love pointed down. Self-love, self-examination, thinking about what truly makes you happy. Because in the moment, happiness isn't necessarily sustainable. And I can see that you're really thinking about that. Yeah, and it might even feel like a consequence of something. If it does feel like a consequence, Cancer, it's meant to teach you something. It's meant to teach you not to resist or ignore your emotions, because they drive your intuition, and to move towards things that are easier as opposed to harder. And to just have faith that you can get past this. You will do a lot of reevaluation and reviewing. And it's moving forward into July, focus on overcoming your fears and finding peace. Embrace change and have a fresh start. The end of June for you, Cancer, might be about accepting that that's simply what you have to do. Focus on your education and just surrender as well. You really are going to make it after all if you just embrace change and start fresh. But the end of this month will be about a lot of this life review, I think. Yeah. All right, Cancer. So that's your reading for the end of June. This was kind of intense and tough. I do think the good things are going to come in for you guys. I just think that this week you may find some stuff out that really makes you emotionally reevaluate. You're going to be working through a lot of your most recent lessons and transmuting that into wisdom. Just allow yourself to move forward when you're finished doing that. All right, my dear ones, I'm always listening to the universe for you, Cancer. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.